Good evening, everyone. So tonight we will be discussing the importance of technology and how are we going to use it safely and responsibly. We have here a guardian of a student named Bullet. He is 7 years old, a first grader. So this evening we will be sharing to her the importance of using technology safely and responsibly. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Marcia Liduna.
Yes, we have here Ma'am Marisa Liduna. So, are you ready to learn more on how we can use technology safely?
Yes.
Okay. So first, what is technology for children? So, technologies, or if we are going to talk about devices, we have the smartphones, the laptops, the computers, the gaming console. So, what types of technologies do you have at home, ma'am?
Cell phone.
Cell phone. Okay, so you have cell phone. So your the kids at home also use it. They use it too. Yes. Okay, so they use smartphones. So examples of platforms and purposes are these are the applications. So we have the YouTube, the educational apps, the games. We do have YouTube, educational apps, games for learning, communication, and creativity. So do they use the YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, so they use YouTube. So, however, the uses of these applications or these devices has their own risks. So, risks without guidance, such as unfiltered content and online threats or overuse. So, this evening, I will be sharing to you the recommended screen time for children like them. So, for under 18 months, they should avoid screen time, except video chat, of course, if their family are far. So, for 18 to 24 months, it should be a high quality content with adult supervision. Then, for 2 to 5 years, maximum of 1 hour a day, and co-viewed, so also guided. For 6+ years, which is Bullet is 7 years old, so therefore consistent limits and balance with sleep, play, and school. So yes, they can use the technology, but limited and also guided. So benefits of responsible tech use. So here's the benefits, ma'am. So it's for their creativity and thinking. So if we allow them to use phones, we should be providing applications for them that are good for their mental health. So such as matching colors, matching numbers. So it will help them to become creative thinkers. It also allows them to have educational access. So again, that's it. Access to tools, access to learning. Next is digital skills. Builds skills for the future. So through this technology, we'll be able to foster their digital skills, because of course we are already in the generation where it's really important for them to become highly literate with the digital use. And lastly is for family connection. So strengthens bonds when used together. So for example, watching movies, watching videos in YouTube, watching clips. That allows the family and the kids to somehow bond. Next is the potential risks of unsupervised use. So, of course, it might lead to inappropriate content, social impacts, the cyberbullying, and health issues, which is highly rampant. So, for inappropriate content, let's say, it might reach them, the pornographic contents, which is highly bad for their health. Also, the social impact, it will really make them socialize even less. The cyberbullying, the health issues, because it will lead to poor eyesight, poor sleep, lack of exercise. So they will have a really stagnant kind of lifestyle. So for your parenting tips for safe technology use, so here are the things you can do. You can set rules, use controls, and monitor activity. So if you can use their phone, you can actually check the history of what content they have been watching for. Okay, so for use controls, just give them certain amount of time daily, like 3 hours a day. Next is monitor activity, so check device use and history regularly. So that's it. And encourage play, so use the technology for playing. Next is co-viewing and communication. So first, you should watch together. It's a good bonding if you're going to watch together. Okay, you can ask them questions, so that it will allow them to socialize even with using the digital tools. Next is interpret media. So it helps understand messages. So allow them to explain to them what the content is all about, what is the message of the certain clip or movie, for them to know if what are the type of lesson that they can gain from those clips or videos. Next is bond and teach. So use tech time for connection, right? If they are playing, they are going to have a bonding together. Next is supporting media literacy at home. So here's how we can do it, how we can support media literacy. Question content. Okay, so you should really check the content. You can actually check the algorithm. Ma'am, you can check the algorithm of the clips. Next is explain ads. So discuss ads, fake news, and influences. So as early as 7 years old, Bullet can already somehow understand what those fake news are all about. Next is online kindness. So it promotes digital responsibility, that they should not do cyberbullying, that they should be kind into whatever message they're going to encrypt in the digital world or in the media. Next is create content. So encourage creation over consumption. So instead of them just like watching movies and clips, allow them to do activities such as they're going to write the certain words that has been told in a game, or do the coloring, writing letters, writing words through the use of digital media. So this is the presentation that I have prepared tonight, and I hope that you have learned a lot from this. So do you have questions for you to be able to learn more on how this whole thing works, ma'am? Okay, no questions. Okay, so are you satisfied with the lessons that you have learned?
Yes.
Okay. So by the way, ma'am, thank you so much. Again, my name is Micaela Digman. Thank you so much for giving me your time tonight. So you can just message me if you have further questions, so that I can attend to your concerns. Okay? Thank you so much, ma'am.